G'day guys, how you doing? Guten Tag. It's the crazy Austrian again, and I'm back to my old shenanigans. As you may or may not know, I was out of action. Got knocked the fuck out. What can I say? Now, I always tell you to check your six, and I didn't. I didn't follow my own instructions, my own advice. I'm an idiot. I had quite a few drinks. I was at a bar. This happened like a week and a half ago, and 2 weeks ago. And what happened was that these guys. It was a setup. One guy sort of kept abusing me, needling me. Eventually, I stood up. I mean, I'm a peaceful guy. I don't get into fights. I'm wearing my glasses, for God's sake, I don't want to get into fights. I've worked as a bouncer long enough. I've been in hundreds of fights. I don't want to fight. I don't like fighting. Fighting's not cool, guys. It's just not. It's not cool. It's cool in the movies, yeah, good watching it, but just don't start a fight with someone. Like, what could happen to me? What happened to me could happen to you, okay? So, anyway. Back to what I was saying. So I was attacked from the side, or behind the side, diagonal, whilst talking to the guy who was insulting me. So as I stood up and started talking, this guy from the side just immediately got me and knocked me out, and I dropped to the ground like a timber, like a log. Knocked me out. Landed on the back of my head. I was unconscious for quite some time inside the club. Woke up. Bouncers basically just escorted me out, and escorted the Irish guys out too. I didn't see them outside. Whatever. Anyway, called the police. They never came. Ambulance. They didn't have time. They came, but they somehow said that I was okay. I don't understand how they got that logic, and they left. So anyway, I was feeling really shit, so I just went home and went to sleep. Spent the next 3 days just like vomiting and generally feeling like shit, not being able to get out of bed. My plan was, I thought it was just a concussion, My plan was to go to hospital after, when I felt a bit better, and get a police statement, and all that. So but that didn't quite work out like that, because I went into hospital. They did a CAT scan. Turns out I had a 50 mil bleed on the brain plus small fractures. Here's the other one. There you go. So that's the images. So that's pretty crazy. 50 milliliters of blood in my brain. It's like 2 shot glasses practically, like, of blood poured into my brain. And they would have had to do surgery immediately, but it turns out that it's right on the major blood vessel inside the brain. And if they operated there's a big risk of causing a massive catastrophic bleed, probably resulting in, yeah, you get it. So, so I've spent the last, week or so in hospital, and the good thing is that it has stabilized, not getting any worse. It kept getting a little bit bigger, but then it got smaller. It was less increase, and then finally, poof, bang, today, this happened. Oh yeah, that's right. I'm discharged. I'm sweet. I am now healthy, and the body will simply start reabsorbing the blood back in. So, to these Irish gentlemen, fuck you. It's good thing is I did end up talking to the police a couple of days ago. This is like 2 days ago. And the day before yesterday, I think they made, because it's holiday season and it's very difficult to get the police to come around and take a statement, because they're dealing with all sorts of shit. So I went and called the police. Detective arrived. No, not that detective, like an actual detective. But anyway, so yeah, detective arrived, took my details. Then the police arrived, they took my statement and everything. By yesterday, within 24 hours, they had identified the guy. They got the footage. They identified the guy. They got his name, everything. They found out he was on a tourist working visa. He'll be staying here for a little while. Well, he was planning to. And yeah, so he's the police are going to his workplace today to arrest him. So fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Yeah, so bloody lovely, great. Yeah, I'm super happy, stoked. So yeah, this is what goes around comes around. If you're going to we call it a coward punch here in Australia, and there's new laws regarding coward punches. They're considered really bad, and the penalties are really harsh. So I'm hoping that the guy who hit me is the one who got charged, not the guy who I was speaking to. I haven't seen the footage myself yet. I'm going to try and get hold of the footage. If I get hold of the footage, I will definitely post it and show you. I want to see myself get knocked out as much as you want to see me get knocked out, probably. But yeah. I hope you don't. You don't want to see that. But anyway. So yeah, so I'm finally free. I'm finally out of hospital. I've still got to be careful, don't bump my head, don't headbutt the walls or anything stupid like that, get into any more fights, anything like that, no, and yeah. Also, I haven't been drinking for a week and a half. That was an old beer can, just ignore it. Yeah, I haven't been drinking for a week. I've only just got home, so my place is still messy from those 3 days when I was sick, so I still got to clean up. Yeah, so anyway, I'm now drinking Maximus electrolyte drink rather than my usual beers. You see me drinking all the time. I figured it'd be good for my health at my age, not to drink 10 pints a day. No, did I say 10 pints? I meant 2? 10 pints. Anyway, so yeah, I'm drinking electrolyte drinks, and yeah, it's not so bad. So it could have been a hell of a lot worse, and yeah, so I'll be posting more content about crazy shit that happens here in Perth, and tell you what happens with the court case, and hopefully the guy will end up going to jail. And yeah, and then get deported. If he just gets deported, it's a bit of a, shit, he didn't even really get punished. However, he will have a criminal record on his record, and he won't be able to enter half the countries on the planet, and he'll be back in Ireland, where he's obviously here. I mean, he's here working to make money, so he obviously wasn't making it back in Ireland. So yeah, he'll be going back, so that's great. Okay, guys, yeah, lovely to chat to you. Remember, check your 6, more important than ever. I'm evidence of it. So